Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone, live out of the National Horse Show. And you might say, who is that waving? That's Tucky, the ambassador and the mascot. How are you, my friend? You just do sign language. We love that.
You're looking very dapper.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Let me introduce you to Brian, who's the announcer out here, and one of the most important roles because you keep everyone in line.
We try to, more than anything, keep things exciting, yeah, but for sure I also am involved in a production role where, yeah, we have to keep people in line because we want things to run very much like a real show. So
exactly, like the people in our ear continually saying,
I can't hear them right now. Are they telling you to hurry up because I'm boring them?
Telling you. Well, let's start off with, there was something very interesting that we were talking about before the break, and it's the barn night. Explain to me what the barn night is.
Okay, barn night is an opportunity for the horse show to invite in all of the area barns. We've got a lot of barns in this area that actually do show jumping and hunter riding and different disciplines. And when a big event like this comes in town, we want to extend a big welcome to them to come in and actually enjoy when this high level of competition is in town. So they turn out in droves just to watch, but we also include a bunch of prizes to sort of encourage that.
That's really cool. Let's talk about some of those prizes.
Okay.
You have group prizes and then you have individual prizes, big prizes. Tell us about all
We
of them.
do. The group prizes are based on a couple of different things. Since it is the Halloween season, we encourage people to show up in costume. So we've got a costume prize. We also really like them to turn out in big numbers. So we have a best group prize, and we have one that's based on enthusiasm and spirit as well, because we want people to cheer along when the riders are completing good, successful rounds.
Well,
so,
what are some of the best outfits that people have turned up in?
You know, they've turned out in a lot of things. But I'll tell you one that's
saying he turns up looking the
That's
best.
not a costume. Yeah, this is Tucky's everyday attire. He always shows up dressed to the nines.
And a tux, makes sense.
Yeah, we like that.
The tux on Tucky, absolutely.
Okay, well, what I want to know about is these stirrups that you might see on the bench. What's the meaning of them?
Okay.
I've never seen stirrups like that on a saddle before.
You know,
they're fancy.
Tack has come quite a long way, and these are really cutting-edge stirrups right here.
Are you being serious?
I'm not kidding you. I really am. I'm serious. Now, while you know, riding, and particularly English riding, has a lot of old-fashioned tack and attire, and that's what might be what you're used to. They're really getting technologically advanced now. And the stirrups we have right here are actually some special aluminum stirrups, and they're made by a company based out of Arizona called American Equus.
May I have a look at one?
Yeah.
Sure.
What
absolutely.
are the spikes on there? Did that help?
Just a little bit of grip.
Yeah.
Interesting.
They're nice.
Yeah, they are.
You want to see one?
They're lightweight, aren't they?
Pretty cool, huh?
Well, no, actually, they're not. You know, they're not exactly light.
They're way lighter than
You know, they
iron
need to have a little bit of weight to them because you want them to stay down at the side, but for sure they are lighter because they're aluminum.
Yeah,
I mean, these were obviously traditionally made out of steel, but they're really special for several reasons. One of them is because they are so technologically advanced with that great aluminum, but also because they are stirrups that are not only used by our show jumping riders, but they're also ridden in by some jockeys in the Breeders' Cup and in thoroughbred racing.
Really?
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, Mike Smith rode in these stirrups throughout the entire Triple Crown series.
Really?
Yep.
So this Breeders' Cup is this weekend. This is huge. Are they tying in anything with all the events there?
Certainly are. Actually, some special edition stirrups and special saddles are actually going to be used. They're going to be pink in honor of breast cancer awareness.
I was going to say, for breast cancer, I'm sure.
Absolutely. Those stirrups and the saddles are actually going to be ridden in by Corey Lannery. His wife, actually, Chantel, passed away from breast cancer. And his best friend, Brian Hernandez, will also be riding in pink stirrups and a pink saddle.
And we did an interview with Brian. He's fantastic.
Perfect. This is all tying in together. That's the way it's supposed to go.
Okay, well, something else is happening on Saturday. Tell us about that.
The big event on Saturday, along with Barn Night and all of the local riders and barns coming out, is going to be the World Cup qualifier. And that is a huge deal. This is what they call a four-star event based on the amount of prize money that's given away. It's nearly $900,000 throughout the entire week. But the biggest prize of the week...
Hold on. It's almost...
For the entire week, more than nearly $9,000, or $900,000, I should say.
Wow.
But the Saturday night is the main event, and that is going to be a qualifier for the Longines FEI World Cup Finals happening in the spring of next year. And there are several events that happen here in North America, in the East Coast and on the West Coast. This is one of those big events, the fourth one in the series for 2018. Riders, by earning prizes and points in Saturday night's class, can not only get a nice paycheck here, they can also earn the right to go on to those World Cup finals next year.
I do want to say to everyone at home that even, I've got to wrap, I'm sorry, but even though when you might want to come in the morning, do your tickets, can you get them stamped, leave to go home for maybe an hour and then come back and watch the evening?
I believe our tickets are throughout the day.
Okay.
So come on out and you're good to go. But yeah, there is competition all day long and into the night. So you can show up then, but the main event then is
Remember you talked about being bossy and keeping people on track? I've got to stay on track.
All right, I'm going to let you do that.
If you want to find out more information about how you can be involved at the National Horse Show, it's all there on the screen for you, everyone. We'll be right back. You're watching Midday Kentucky.